Spiteful Gesture. Only a few weeks had passed since Edward had taken his passenger train. It had been Edward's first day out in a long time. And almost all the agents had given Edward their full support. However, two did not. Gordon, 98462, quite displeased. 98462, 462. Three agents were directed to the very he didn't have a name, just a name. Neither had a great blue and hot. However, unlike him, he never seemed to know enough was enough.
You finally managed to make it out of the station, cackled 98462 as they went back down into the sheds one night.
Edward had just returned from his passenger bay and was feeling quite proud.
What a useless engine you are, Edward. I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty of complaints from the passengers tomorrow. You must have been running late all day.
The others gave 98462 a foul look. But Edward was smiling.
Actually, we were right on time. I'm very happy to be useful again,
he chuckled. Edward knew that as long as he did not let 98462's words bother him, the engine would be waiting for long. Then soon enough, not getting any sort of reaction out of Edward, the big blue bully drifted off to sleep. As Edward was now working regularly on the passenger trains, the Fat Director extended the timetable to run later into the evenings. This now meant Edward, Gordon, and 98462 would be running the passenger service all across the island. Edward had his doubts, but was determined to move forward. Fortunately for him, he rode a loop line, so only saw Gordon and 98462 off the big station. The weeks passed. Edward thought his clothes were getting heavier and heavier, or he was getting older and older and older. The other agents had noticed this and offered to help.
Oh, no thank you,
hinted Edward.
You have your own trains to manage. You can't upset the Fat Director's timetable.
Little did Edward know, 98462 heard everything. Edward arrived at the station to collect his first passenger. When he arrived, he saw that there were no coaches.
Thomas must have woken up late again,
he thought. He was just about to go collect some more. 98462 appeared in the weekend with coaches.
No need to fret, he said smoothly. I'll be taking your train today. You mustn't upset the Fat Director's timetable.
He won't be loud. Ed blew his whistle and set off. Edward was upset. He thought it was best to go on. That evening, Edward was backing into his berth as 98462 was boasting loudly.
We don't need Edward anymore. I've proven I can manage 2 trains at once. Why keep him around when all he does is get in the way? Edward helped build these rails that we run on, mused Thomas. Without him, none of us could have a road to work on.
98462 interjected.
He's a thing of the past. Us bigger tender engines are faster, stronger, and more up to date than old iron.
Edward finally gave up. He decided to take a stand against 98462. next morning, he woke up earlier than usual to collect his coaches and make it to the platform before 9462. The guard was silent, and Edward felt sure he had beaten him.
And what do you think you're doing?
Fussed 98462. Edward tried to sound brave.
Collecting my coaches for my passenger train. I don't think so.
98462 growled.
You're nothing but slow and old. You are going to sit in the shed and wait to be sent away. Or even better, scrap.
Before Edward could say another word, 98462 backed out into his line and coupled up to his coaches. Edward's heart sank, but not for long.
And just what do you think you're doing?
In a familiar voice, it was the Theft Director.
Collecting my train, sir.
98462 replied, trying to look innocent as he could.
From what I've just seen, that is not the case at all. I've had passenger complaints saying they were taken to the wrong stations, and fellow workers complaining about your treatment of others.
98462's face turned white as a ghost.
My engines,
The Theft Director went on.
work hard and help fellow engines. You have done neither of those. Let me remind you, I had brought you here to work here on trial, and I can see you are not fit for my railway. You shall go back home to the other railway tonight. For now, I want you to go back to the sheds immediately.
98462 couldn't muster up a response, so he slipped back to the sheds. The Theft Director turned to Edward.
You must understand, you are one of my engines. You might not think so, but you are not alone on this railway. If you have any troubles, you must come and see me right away. Understand? And
Edward could see from his warm smile that the Theft Director was told everything. He looked across the yard and sighed at Thomas, smiling back.
you have a train to go. Then after that, I want you to have a nice long rest.
As he set out, he felt his position in the Theft Director's road was secure, and had no more troubles from that day on. That was until 4 days. I mustn't say the movie, or it should spoil the next story.